Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's anti-hero protagonist, Howard Marks, had an unconventional life trajectory. Initially, he was a physics graduate at Oxford University. However, as life unfolded, he embarked on various endeavors, becoming a stand-up comedian, a best-selling author, and even a recording artist. Yet it was his activities between these pursuits that garnered him notoriety as an anti-hero. In the 1970s and 1980s, Howard Marks found himself at the helm of a drug smuggling empire responsible for importing the largest ever shipment of cannabis into the UK. What set him apart from traditional drug lords was that his power wasn't built on violence or intimidation, but rather on his charisma, ability to form useful connections, inventiveness, and audacity. Howard Marks, better known as Mr. Nice, was born in South Wales in 1945. Raised by a schoolteacher mother and a father who was a ship skipper, Marks had a curious childhood marked by his early introduction to travel. Despite early signs of mischievous behavior, including throwing a sailor's cat into the sea, he was a bright and studious child, entering grammar school at the age of 11. However, his life took a different turn when he developed a knack for deception, pretending to have a rare medical condition, which introduced him to the world of hospitals and sparked his interest in drugs. This mischievous streak earned him a reputation as a nerd, which he later sought to overcome by emulating Elvis Presley and engaging in a nightlife of pubs and music. Remarkably, despite his escapades, Marks excelled academically, gaining entry to Balliol College, Oxford, to study physics. He arrived for his admission interview in a drunken state, but still managed to impress. While at Oxford, he discovered that lectures were not mandatory, allowing him to allocate substantial time to networking and pursuing romantic interests. During this period, he developed a vast network of friends, including Dennis Irvin, who introduced him to Indian food and cannabis. This marked the beginning of Marks's involvement with drugs. His life took a tumultuous turn after experimenting with LSD, leading to a period of intense depression and a bizarre incident involving an air gun. However, his education remained a priority, and he managed to excel academically despite his partying lifestyle. He even resorted to cheating to pass his exams, copying experiment results from fellow students. Upon graduation, Marks' life temporarily shifted away from drugs, leading him to marry and pursue a teaching career. Yet, his attraction to the drug trade resurfaced when he reconnected with old friends involved in drug distribution. This marked the beginning of his transition into a drug smuggler. Marks' drug empire grew rapidly, and he established connections with various criminal organizations worldwide, facilitating the importation of vast quantities of cannabis and hashish into the UK. His network included figures such as the Gambino Mafia family, the Yakuza, and the Brotherhood of Eternal Love, among others. Remarkably, his organization operated without the need for violence, relying on a culture of mutual favors and shared profits. Marks's drug trafficking activities eventually attracted the attention of law enforcement agencies, leading to his arrest and release on multiple occasions. He even fabricated elaborate stories to evade the law, at one point claiming to be an undercover agent for MI6. His ability to outwit the authorities made him a legendary figure in the criminal underworld. In 1991, Marks was arrested in a high-profile case involving a massive cannabis seizure. However, his legal team managed to secure his acquittal by presenting a fabricated alibi that he was in Mexico on an undercover mission at the time. Marks's criminal activities continued into the 1980s, involving large-scale drug shipments and international criminal networks. He eventually faced arrest thanks to a cooperative witness who were a hidden microphone recording incriminating conversations. He was sentenced to 25 years in prison, but managed to secure early release through good behavior. Upon his release in 1995, Marks reinvented himself as an entertainer, collaborating with musicians, writing books, and performing comedy shows. He also became an advocate for the legalization of cannabis and even ran for political office. In his later years, Marks faced a battle with cancer and passed away in 2016. His life remains a subject of debate, with some viewing him as a folk hero who challenged the status quo, while others condemn his criminal activities. Nonetheless, Howard Marks, or Mr. Nice, left an indelible mark on the world with his unconventional journey through life. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel.